Hello Wargamers and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, and today this is a commentary video using and part of the build and battle series using the French deck that we went over in the last video, Everett's donated French deck. Please do check that video if you want to see all the units that we're going to be using in, or the deck rather, that we're going to be using in this game. I will post a link to that deck video in the description below, and also to the actual deck in the video below as well. Also check out Everett's comments for the last video. It kind of explains what he wants to use this particular deck for, although I think I go over it quite nicely in that video as well. So in this game, we're on highway to Seoul, the big version, and we're going to be heading over to the right-hand side. Now, I have omitted to take the 2 fobs, and the reason for that is that we're going to be spawning out from Lima, and so that's my main reason for doing that. We've got Command heading over in that direction, and we're taking over to this side, and in hope of getting them up quite quickly. We've got a Crotal, a Mistral, 1 Leclerc and 1 Roland 3, and we're doing a bit of a fast deployment. So that's what some of these front French units are quite good at. They've got lots of weird wheeled vehicles and lots of fast choppers. So we're bringing forward, in fact it's going quite slowly, so that's better. So we're bringing forward the Milan F3s in the Pumas. We've got some nice man pads and some nice, I think got the, I've forgotten the infantry. Is it the Reamers or, no, the other ones. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see when they unload anyway. We've got the infantry in the Pirates as well. We're going to push forward as far as we can. Definitely going to be taking Mike. And then I'll try to push up as far as I can. Now, sometimes the enemy, I don't know what this guy's doing with his links. Sometimes the enemy kind of don't push out fast enough on this side, and it does give you an opportunity, if you've got fast deployment troops, to get up and get a foothold, and that's what I'm trying to do in this game. If I could get into Gulf, that would be amazing. Hotel would be okay, but for the French, Hotel's not as good because there's a lot of open ground, and of course they haven't got the best tanks and anti-tank weapons in the game. So Command's getting over there. Our wheeled units will soon be catching up with our advanced party, and they should start to land real soon. Haven't spotted the enemy yet. Have omitted to bring up any recon before you tell me. I do realise I didn't bring a recon chopper. We do spot a recon chopper though, and it is backing off, which means it probably hasn't got any support with it currently. It's just there to see what's going on. I land all my units. We get the Legion 90s out, and we're going to put those into the trees. We've got some ATGM squads up front, which is good, and we immediately spot a Spatbov, which shoots down that lynx. We've got some extra help here from Ducat and Danson as well. Legion 90s are going into the trees. Now, they've got quite a lot of units coming in now. Spatbovs, Bov M86s, and they've got a couple of those really nice Nevers, should I say, as well. So we're getting our Mistrals in position, in a forward position as well. We've got some choppers trying to flank us, and they've probably dropped off some infantry over there somewhere. We've got a couple of P-Tans. It looks like we've got a bit of a Israeli deck going on our flank there as well. More ATGMs moving up, and our Crotals are catching us up. Our Mistrals are nearly with us, and our Roland 3s and Leclercs are bringing up the rear. Managed to capture Lima. And what's happening on the rest of the map? Yeah. What's happening on the rest of the map isn't good, because our left side, their right, has a little bit collapsed, and they've even taken, you can see, they've attacked Juliet and taken Juliet, which is really, really bad for us. We haven't even got India. So they're going to be actually pressuring our base real soon, whereas we're doing okay on our side. I've got the F3s opening up on these down this road, managing to get some shots off on these BVPs. We're going to open it up so you can see all the units. Actually, I think that has been requested. We'll try that out. So you can see quite a big push. We've got some T55 AHs as well, kind of medium kind of tank, or not too shabby a tank, not the best armor, but an okay tank. Our Legion 90s have taken a hit. These Vidras, of course, are providing a lot of fire support and will devastate our infantry if they get too close. I have got some the Shahayets. I'm just trying to push them up, but then they've unloaded a stack of infantry in this town, which is going to make it really difficult. Nice, some okay-ish line infantry, but their tanks providing some fire support for them as well. Looks like Hardway's quite a decent player. He's got everything in place. He's got his AA, he's got his fire support, he's got his infantry. So yeah, that's going to be a difficult town to take. We've got our Shahiyats, which we've managed to kind of save. We've pulled them back a little bit, still opening up with their machine gun. Our ATGM's hiding there. If that Vidra comes out, we might be able to get a shot on it. Our Legion Star 90s have gone up on the right here, but they've got another group from Hardway of infantry in there. Looks like our other teammate, who was on this right-hand side, has kind of been Ducat. Did he manage to save his units? He did manage to save his units. We've got some Mistrals going up on that side. Pull back all our choppers. Unloaded. I've brought up some more infantry here. Some Commando Para Recon infantry. And we're going to bring those forward as well. Got Mistrals on the right, on the left. And we've got, hopefully, yeah, Mistrals moving up on this side. We've got Spatrovs on that side as well. And our Ducat's got those Petons right up there. Don't know what they're doing over there, but that's where they are. Still trying to pressure them a little bit. We have lost this ATGM unit, unfortunately. Hopefully we took down some of their fire support before we lost that. Our Shahiyats are keeping in cover. Sorry, Danson's Shahiyats are keeping in cover. He does bring in a Kurnas. Doesn't manage to shoot anything down, unfortunately. And there's the Nevers, which are so deadly with their 4,550 meter range. Though it is the radar type. So I've got a couple more Leclercs we're bringing up. What happened to my first Leclerc? That must be the first Leclerc. That must be the second Leclerc I've brought in. Yeah, and our Roland 3 slowly making its way to the front line. So we've got a bit of a standoff here, but we have managed to push them right back on this right-hand side, and we're doing battle well in the middle, which is good. So it's a fairly balanced game, but they have pushed us right back on the other side. So a bit of problems on that side. We have got a lot of units here in the middle, though, so we should take Delta, you would think. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just trying to get my Leclercs in position so that they can support, hopefully, a push into the town. Now, in retrospect, I probably should have bought some artillery in a bit earlier, but that's in retrospect, of course. We have got some... Were they mine? Or are they someone else? Oh, yeah, I've got some... Huh? They're not mine, are they? No, they're Ducats. Okay. So Ducat, or in fact one of the other players now, is bringing in more infantry, so they are quite determined to hold on to this town. Of course, I can't see this. I'll just quickly put it to my perspective. Where are we? Where am I? Can't see myself. There I am. Okay, can't really see what's going on in the town. I don't know at this stage that they are packing it with infantry, but basically my aim at this time is to take this little town. But I am aware they've got lots of units on the flanks as well. We have managed to get our Legion 90s around and about the trees over here, and our Leclercs pushed up on one side, and our other Leclerc is hopefully over on this side somewhere. Yep, he's in the trees there. Let's put it back so you can see everything. Got a Nets moving in for a bombing run. Let's quickly see what that does. It does get shot down, I think. And the Nevers open up once again, and it kills nothing. It actually was probably aiming for those Nevers, but this guy has moved them. And those DWPs have gone off to this side and heading towards Delta, which is we're doing really well in, but we're doing really poorly in the rest of the map, unfortunately. And they've actually got some T-80 BVs right over here in our back lines. Yeah, okay, interesting. Right, now I'm using my Leclercs over here. I've got to be a bit careful because these Padabranskis have got really nice ATGM weapons, and I have, I think, taken a hit in the face, so I pull them back as quick as I can. Luckily, those ones miss. Bringing my Mistral back as well. So now I know they've got Padabranskis. I do hit them and stun them, which is well needed because otherwise this Leclerc was going to go down to another one of their ATGMs. Also brought in a Tiger Had with the Hot 2s over on this side to try to offer a bit of support. I'm not sure whether I spot these bovs or not, and I've brought a Tiger Hat in with the Mistral. So I've got a Had in. So we've got all the units in now, I think, apart from the aircraft. We've got Tiger Had, we've got Tiger Hat, we've got some of the infantry, we've got the Mistrals in, we've got the Mistral Recon in, and we've got the Leclercs in as well. So all the units we spoke about in the deck build, we've got them on the field now. to showcase them, and the Roland 3s as well. They seem to have been taking a long time to get to the front. But our Tiger Had now is taking some shots at these BOVs that are sitting there, their recon units, and the T-55s are going to be in danger. But he is bringing forward his Spat BOVs immediately, and have got a range of 2,600 against choppers. I do put my Puma in front because I spot this coming forward, and I just, so that I could get my Tiger Had out, I put the Puma in front. I know it was going to die, but I thought I would just, I had to get the Tiger Had out, which is much more expensive, so I had to let the Puma die there. Now my Legion 90s have come up against these Padabranskis. These Padabranskis have taken a lot of damage now, but they're still outnumbering mine. But Dukat then moves forward his Israeli Shahayits forward to engage there. So the Leclerc here up front, again, it's a little bit too close, but it does take out that T-55, but then I'm probably wise if I pull that back, do I? Hopefully. It is still actually engaging. Okay, sorry about that, just had to take that call. And yeah, the Leclercs are pulling back. The Paras are just getting some recon on the enemy. Let's just quickly check what I can see at this point. Yeah, again, not a great deal. They're bringing some choppers forward though. Let's just sort those out and see what we do about those. Let's put back to neutral real quick. So, they are bringing a few choppers up, including a Hera, and did I bring a Crotal in? I can't remember if I bought, I don't think, yeah, I have got a Crotal, but it's not quite in the right position here. We've got someone trying to, Dukat trying to flank on that side. My guns are all opening up now at these choppers, although the choppers do get a few shots off at my Leclerc as I just try to pull them back just a little bit. The Mistral's taken some shots at the choppers. Nice. Okay, so that should keep them at bay. Now they know those are there. Dukat's still got his Shahayits in there. And Aardvark's coming in on the town. And a nice little move across there. Doesn't do them too much damage, unfortunately. Nice move. Nice bombing run, though. Good idea. I have bought some more Legion 90s in the Pirates. My Leclerc's is got I bought one of these Puma Logistics choppers in to buff up my Leclerc a little bit. My Mistral's still sitting out there guarding our flank out there. Delta is kind of, I'm not sure quite what's happening in Delta. We've got a T-80 BV sitting back there. They are slowly pushing forward towards our base, which is a little bit worrying on the left-hand side, and we're kind of just holding. It's difficult. With the French deck, it was really good at getting forward nice and early, nice and quickly, as the Shahayits are going to get hit by these HT-40s. I need my Mistrals to support, but if my Mistrals poke out too much, then, yeah, I know, then they're going to get hit by the infantry. And I have got some Legion 90s coming in, yeah. And the Crotales are moving up to, but I think those choppers might be out of there by the time they get there. So the French really good at pushing up, but because the enemy's getting so many points now, because it controls basically this whole half of the map, it's really difficult for the French to push forward with the types of units that they've got. So good for getting out there in the first place and defending the position, but not so good at pushing forward from that position, perhaps. Perhaps that's just the downside of the French deck. Now the Legion 90s I do bring forward to, with the help of this Tiger Hap, to try attempt to take this town. If we can take this town and get infantry in, then it's going to be quite difficult for them to get it back. My Tiger Hap's going a little bit deep there. There's a Sopel in the background taking shots, and I might lose it. Is it going to get out? I'll bring the Had in as well, but it just manages to get out. It's only actually taken 1 hit point of damage. I don't think I could see that Sopel in game, so I didn't know it was there till it started firing. But my Legion 90s are moving in, and how they're going to do against these guys? These are decent infantry, okay line infantry, but these guys are, oh actually no, they're not fantastic, but just behind a load of Vidras with a load more infantry, a load of BWPs, a load of infantry, a load of BMPs, a load of infantry. So yeah, and just on time for the enemy comes in an artillery strike. Mistrals have been hit as well. I bring my Leclerc up. I spot all these units over here. Bring my Leclerc up, but he has got these Vidras, and these Vidras do have the Malyutka 2T missiles with their long range, and open up on my Leclerc, which takes a hit. Another 2 missiles coming for it, and it is trying to offer some support, but I pull it back because of the amount of ATGMs that are coming towards it. Again, really finding it difficult to push forward. The Tiger has run out of hot 2s. I don't know where this guy's going with his bell. I have managed to get the Legion 90s, but it's not going to last that long because they are putting so many more infantry into the town. We've still got these Shahayits. My Crotal's taken damage. My Mistral's died. My Leclerc took damage. And basically, they've suddenly amassed so many points that they are able to bring in so many more units now. It's going to be incredibly difficult for me to push forward from this point. We have actually, though, managed to keep hold of Delta. The enemy's starting to get a little bit, got a little toehold in the corner here, bringing up some reinforcements as well. But really, it's this side that's letting us down a little bit. Lots of... oh dear, yeah, okay, that speaks for itself, doesn't it? Okay. Whoa. They've got air superiority, it seems, over this side as well. I can't really worry about that too much. I've got my area to worry about. They have absolutely packed this area with infantry now, making it, and the Shahayits are taking damage. There's a Super Stallion that shouldn't be up there. So yeah, I've still got my Leclerc here, and I've still got my Leclerc on this side as well. Got a couple of Dracons coming up. Still got some. My Mistrals are still in position, so they're all still kind of doing the job they should be doing. Still got my Ronin 3s up there, so we're okay, but it's the mass of units that is the problem. What I can see at the moment, let's have a quick check. I don't know what the build-up's like, of course. I'm just interested in bringing up some extra units when I get the points. This isn't a spammy high point game like I sometimes play. I'm just waiting for some points to get units. I'm bringing in the Leclercs at the moment, the Pumas, to just resupply everything. And let's go back to normal, I think, neutral. There we go. So you can see lots and lots of units. On this side, oh gosh, we've got some infantry moving right through the middle. In fact, we're really short-handed here now. We've got a couple of tanks and some Kutai 18s, but this here, they seem to be letting them run straight through the middle. He is trying to cover that off with the Shahayits, maybe. Mistrals take a shot at the Super Galeb. On this side, it's kind of, they're still inching forward. They are artillerying our base quite heavily now as well. Okay, now I think, did I bring some, I think I brought in, yeah, I brought in a few mortars because I'm still hoping to push into the town at this point. I can't see all these units. I'm still hoping I can do something on this side and bring in some mortars to start shelling the town. Now I believe as well, not yet, in a minute I bring in, there it is, I bring in a Caesar as well to try to start shooting down maybe some of their AA and also to try, just taking out the odd unit I managed to get eyes on. Yeah, they're pushing back in the centre now. Delta's gone down. We are kind of holding this left side. It's just a shame we lost Juliet. If we hadn't lost Juliet at the start, we'd be well on top by now. So they haven't actually captured Golf, which is good. So at least they don't get those points, but they are bringing in more and more units. At least their Nevas are nearly out of ammo. More recon units. All I'm doing at this stage is holding. Still got the Leclercs. I'm starting to use the mortars now in the hope that I'm going to be able to bring some more infantry in and attack the town again. And currently I'm going for the Nevas to take those down. I don't know if I managed to kill one there, but I certainly managed to stun and managed to stun these guys coming through here as well. And I've got the Caesars opening up on those Nevas as well, or in the position that I think those Nevas are also. Let's watch this missile go in. Shell rather. I think I'm yeah, I am attacking the Nevas. Unfortunately he's moved them because of my previous barrage with the mortars, which is a shame. My Mistrals have been spotted, so now I'm sort of swatching my mortars around over to that side. So I think my Mistrals could go down. They're really out in the open now. Those Bovs are hammering them with their machine gun. Doesn't do too much damage, but the amount of fire that goes in does take down my recon on that side eventually. So, more units coming forward. Spat Bovs are coming forward now, probing my positions. Dracon, he's trying to get his Dracons out of there. My Mistral's in a little bit of danger. My Leclerc now is able, from its defensive position, to take out one of those BOVMs and then moves forward to try to take out, hopefully take out the other one. Let's have a look. Manages to get eyes on. I'm not sure it's actually got eyes on though. It's kind of stopped in the middle. That's not good. So I'm still happy at this stage, without being able to see the enemy, about our defensive position. Now they do bring in a MiG-25BM anti-radar plane, and I think that shoots down my, that shoots down my Roland, unfortunately, which had its radar turned on. I thought it was fairly safe because they hadn't brought in any radar planes, but they did bring one in then. And at some point I do try to bring in a Rafale. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, I do try to bring in a Rafale from this side, and I fly it over here, and the enemy actually has loads of AA there and they get shot down, so I don't actually bring in many planes. Now the Mistrals do take a shot at this MiG-25, and so does the HAP, but I don't think I managed quite to take it down. It is very damaged now, so that won't be back for a few minutes. They are starting to artillery my positions as well now. My Crotals managed to regain its health. Still got some recon units though, the back there, that could be doing with putting forward, just to try and check out what's going on. What is going on? What can I see? Well, not a lot. And I'm also worried about this side as well. Let's get back to neutral. So at the moment, I'm still firing away my Caesar, which you can see is getting really low on ammo, which is why Everett has his 2 FOBs, of course. And I am still firing with my VPMs when I remember. Mistrals, a couple of Leclerc, just pulling it back a little bit because the enemy does know where it is and it can spot it with this BOVM, so I do actually manage to get that back in the end. But Delta has now gone down completely to the enemy, and they are putting up a fight on the left hand side, but got a couple of challenges in there which should hold the enemy back a little bit, hopefully for a little bit longer. My Caesars are out of ammo. Now at this stage I'm bringing forth some more Crotals, and I do, just saying, I do turn the radar off this time, and a Leclerc and some more recon for my left side. I think I've forgotten I've got these Commando Paras back here. Now this Leclerc does open up at some infantry, some recon infantry, and manages to take them out, which are encroaching across the open ground, but that means that the enemy knows where my Leclerc is now, so I just try to reposition that just a little bit. We've only got one Shahid left in position there. At this stage I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to be able to push forward now because the enemy has just taken so many points, and I do go a little bit more defensive, and defensive is what the French are going to be good at. So a couple more Super Galebs flying around. I think it was at this point, might be around now I tried to bring out my Rafale. I'm not sure. We'll try and catch it if we can. Mistral getting some shots off though on those Super Galebs, and they're still flying it around. But I do move, I'm trying to move my units after they get spotted because the enemy is quite clued up on this side. Oh, and on the other side by the looks of it. Yeah, they're slowly coming forward, aren't they? They've even got bombers coming in. Doesn't look like we've got a lot of AA. We've got some chaparrals. Oh, we have got some Hawk Pips if he remembers to stop them. Oh, we've got some Hawk Pips on this side as well, so we should take that plane out. Wow, yes, we do. Good. So I've got some more recon coming up on the right hand side, some more infantry recon, and some more manpads coming up on that side as well. Hopefully, where's our Leclerc? Yeah, our Leclerc's okay here. Our Leclerc's moving forward here. Again, I can't see all these units at the back here. I only can see, well, pretty much nothing, just the front couple of units. But I'm just trying to probe forward a little bit with my Leclerc just to see what's going on. With no recon, very dangerous, of course. I'm just going to try and get it hidden in these trees. And for some reason I'm going forward. I don't know whether I can see something there. Let's have a quick look. No, I think that might be a mistake. And indeed, in comes a Super Galeb. Bang! Takes out my Leclerc. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, in-game, I just completely forgot about that Leclerc. And it just wandered forward, and it happens sometimes. You forget about your unit. It was wandering forward, and boom, you can see what happens when you make a stupid mistake like that. Anyway, so I lost one of my Leclercs, but I've still got one here to hold back the hordes that are to come. Still got my Tiger Had. Hopefully I've still got my Tiger Hap as well. And we've brought up another Leclerc actually at the back here. My Leclerc does move forward to try to take out these motor shoots, which I can see, which are starting to encroach forward now that I've got some recon up on the front line. I've got some more recon coming up as well. And I'm just bringing forward my Crotal on this side to protect my Leclerc, which is coming on this side. I have got some recon on this side just protecting this HQ. But the enemy, as you can see, now that they've got this side completely locked down pretty much, are now moving their infantry through the trees towards our units on this side, and I'm trying to protect them with my Leclerc and my Commander Paras, but I don't really know quite how many. And you can see the M24M coming in straight away. Mistrals do manage to, and the Crotals do manage to take it out, but my Leclerc took another hit, so I'm going to have to pull that back again. That chopper tried to come in and finish off my Leclerc, but got shot down by the Mistrals, and the Super Gallop going for my other Leclerc, rolling the threes, actually managed to get a kill, but at the expense of my Leclerc, and another chopper coming in. The Crotals get a hit and the Mistrals finish it off. So quite a nice exchange there, but straight after that, here comes the push from the enemy. Lots of BWPs, not the strongest thing in the world, but they have got Malyutkas and they have got a lot of infantry in them, and I haven't got a great deal to hold them back. I've got my Tiger Hat though and my Leclerc, which I'm hoping, and my Tiger Hat's coming across to help out as well. I'm hoping they haven't got AA, but they have. And it's the Spat Bov at the back here which gets the shots off on my Tiger Hat, which I just managed to get out. But unfortunately I've lost my Tiger Hat on that side. Pull my Leclerc back. The Crotel's out of ammo. Have got some more infantry. I've just managed to bring forward in the Vabs with their nice little auto cannon. But the massive units the enemy is now bringing forward is looking very worrying, and I try to pull back my Leclerc as well because it's very damaged. Start to mortar, try to hold back their push and try to evacuate some of my choppers. Whew. So the Super Gallop again coming forward to try to take out my Leclerc, and looks like my two rolling twos have gone down. I probably left the radar on after they shot, and they're definitely after my Leclerc. There's a 22M coming in. I don't know where that's going actually. Unfortunately, I haven't got a lot of AA. I think it was at this point. Maybe I brought the Raphael in. Yep, there it was. Do you see it? That's the point I brought my Raphael in, and it immediately got shot down. So I didn't bring any more aircraft in. Right. So at this point, it's looking dire, and the French are having to do what they do best, which is defend their position. And but defending against quite a lot of units. I have pulled back to this position, managed to save one of the Leclercs, managed to save my Crotal. We've still got this position because of this Paranoid Bell. Just trying to evacuate my choppers and my recon. I don't know what that stallion's doing there, but I need this Crotal reloaded. Caesars are been out of ammo for a long time, and there's not a lot to stop these things now. I do bring in some more units shortly, as you'll soon see. I have actually managed to get my Puma Logistics to go over to one of my allies' FOBs as they get hunted down in the base, and managed to get them back out of the base miraculously, and so they're going to be able to use this resupply at least. I won't have to spend points on that. Now at the moment, to hold them off, we've got a couple of sets of Maglans. I've got a couple of Mistrals of mine in there that I put in there, one Leclerc, and I've still got my Mistrals on the flank as well, which run into the Super Gallop, runs straight into my AA. I don't think I managed to take it down, and now this Mistral's out of ammo. We've got some choppers flying straight over my Mistral though, so I'm hoping that they will get shot down. Look, they can't see anything, can they? They don't know what's coming. And there's the rocket. And hopefully down it goes. Oh no! Down it doesn't go. In fact, my Mistral gets taken down. Mistral's down to its machine gun, and that gets taken down as well. So we're getting pushed right back now. I've got our single Leclerc. The Maglans are trying to hold back the swarms of enemy. Now then, I bring in here 3 Leclercs. So this is my last chance to halt this push. 3 Leclercs. The Leclercs are really what the French deck is meant to be based around, I guess. We've got our mortars firing as well, but you can see the swarms of enemy. They've got huge amounts of cheap patterns. I mean, huge amounts of cheap patterns. They've got their AA coming up in the rear as well. But patterns shouldn't be a problem. But Paranoid's command's going to go down. The Leclercs are soon going to pop their head up above the parapet, and when they do, they are going to get targeted by all of these guns. So let's watch this guy heading over the top. He doesn't know quite what he's going to meet once he gets there. He's not really... Yeah, get your armour facing towards the enemy. So he starts trying to pop a few T-72s. Gets a shot in the face there for his troubles. And then decides that retreat is the order of the day. So I did put my Leclercs above the parapet, but there's just too many units, especially these cheaper tanks up close are very, very dangerous. So I decided to pull my Leclercs back below this precipice here as they continue moving their units forward. I bring forward some AA. I'm a little bit worried about a chopper rush, as I should be, as they've got quite a lot of choppers on this flank over here. My Caesar has actually managed to resupply. I need to resupply my Tiger Hat as well. So the Leclercs I'm going to pull right back into this tree line, and I need some AA support up really quickly. There's an S-27-4M. Shoots a rocket right into my Leclercs. They are rushing forward with their choppers, trying to capture my Leclercs, as I managed to take that plane down before they actually get into there. You can see they're bringing in their ATGM planes in force. My Leclerc's just coming back, and one goes down. Unfortunately, the Crow Towers, are they going to take that down? No, don't quite take it out. But managed to save two Leclercs, but their choppers are following up. Unfortunately, my Crow Towers are out of ammo already. And I just managed to squeeze two of my Leclercs back into base as the enemy continues to roll forward. And there's another MiG-25BM coming across. Oh, there's my two Rolands back there. They're still alive. They're two new ones that I've brought in. Okay. So we've got Avias coming in now. So basically, they've swamped this side. They're bringing in all sorts of bombers and planes from this side now to try to finish us off. Crowtails have been reloaded, which means we can at least try to sort their aircraft out. But clusters take out the last command at the back there. So that's it. That's the French gameplay. The ratio doesn't look too good, but that's because we lose all our units at the end because we lost our last command. I don't think we did too badly. We did really well at the start with the fast push by the French into the front there. Got really well forward, got into a nice position, and then basically the enemy got a lot of points because our left side collapsed and we weren't really able to push forward, which isn't especially against a big force, which is what the French are bad at. But then once the French went into a defensive position, they still managed to hold quite well until they got just completely overwhelmed by numbers. That's the way I see this battle going. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Post any kind of types of decks you'd like me to try in this series, and also, don't forget, if you want me to do a deck review, post your deck below in the comments below as well. And check out what Everett said about this deck in the comments in the last video as well. Really interesting. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.